What's up guys, this is your boy, the average gamer 98 over here, back with another video for Injustice 2 Mobile. And in this video, we are looking at 5 things which doesn't make any sense at all in Injustice 2 Mobile. And we're gonna get started right now. This video is, the purpose of this video is just to see what things totally don't make sense. And if the developers do end up seeing it, probably they might get some sense of it. So make sure to share this video out to all the people you know, and let's get started here. So the first one I'm gonna jump into is into the store. So let's jump into the store and let's look at the first thing that doesn't make sense at all, and that is with respect to the currencies, and that is the cost of these gems. So why doesn't it make sense at all? So you see, like, I am living in India and this is like around 120 odd dollars. The value that you're seeing here, 7,500 gems you're getting for 8,600 rupees. It doesn't make sense at all. Why? Because if you see on, let me jump back, if you see on the free offers that are there in this free gems section, even if you purchase things, you are gonna get 7,500 gems in much lesser amount of paying. So like here you can see, like, this is the offers that I am seeing at this point of time. It definitely varies, but you can see like 2,600 odd gems you're getting for $9, and that was over $120 for 7,500 gems. So even if by going by this logic, if we spend around $30, we would be getting 7,800 gems, which is way more compared to what we are getting there. And also the other thing is, the value that you're seeing, this gets multiplied when the offers of like Halloween, then Thanksgiving are coming in, and even Christmas, I believe there would be some offers. So then you would be getting 3 times 4 times this amount of gems. So for $10, this is in India, by the way, and this varies from country to country. And as a result, for $10 you would be getting up around 10,000 12,000 gems, which is pretty huge compared to what you're paying with the $120. So now, guaranteed, this particular offer wall section is not like in control of Injustice 2 Mobile, but what they can control is to reduce the price here, because at the end of the day, the amount that people are spending on those games are much more compared to what they're spending on the game. And at the end of the day, those particular games are gonna pay Injustice 2 Mobile as well, but they're definitely not gonna pay more than what you are actually paying to them. So if it doesn't make sense, so I'll just give an example. So for example, you are playing, say, Puzzles and Conquest. This is a game that I have been playing, and in Puzzles and Conquest, if you spend $20, they are gonna pay some amount, say $5, to Injustice 2 Mobile, because you have gone through this offer wall from Injustice 2 Mobile. But they're not gonna pay more than $20, and at the end of the day, for that $20 you would possibly get 20,000 gems. And if that offer was here in Injustice 2 Mobile, people would directly pay in Injustice 2 Mobile. So definitely it doesn't make sense at all to have that particular scenario. And also it gives an unfair advantage to people who are living in different countries, because the offer section is different, and as a result they would get more gems. So it doesn't have the fairness as well. So with that being said, also the offers that are there in the special offer section, also they don't make a lot of sense as well. So I'll show you why. So for example, there is a 1,700 couple of $1,700 1,700 rupees, not dollar, 1,700 rupees bundle. So this is one, and what you're getting in this one is 2,500 gems, 30 reforge, 30 XP capsules, 30 sim tokens, and 200,000 credits. Just remember this value, guys. This is for 1,700 rupees in India. And also let's look at the other 1,700 rupees, which is this upgrade bundle. And here you're literally getting nothing. You're not getting gems, you're not getting anything good. So with that 2,500 gems that you are gonna get from that other offer, you would be able to get these many reforges and this number of gear materials directly from the store. Here, let's give you an example. Because the gear resources, for 2,500 gems, you're gonna get 80,000 gear material, 60 gear reforges, and the XP capsules you're gonna find easily as well. So like, they're self-contradicting their own offers. Although the offers are definitely ridiculously priced, but they're self-contradicting their own offers. So this is with respect to the offer section, which doesn't make sense at all. So let's move on to the next one. And this is with respect to the arena. So let's jump into the arena while this loads up. I'll give an overview and you will literally get a clue as to why I am saying about arena. The number of arena medals that are there for people who are playing this game for a really, really long time. Like I've been playing it for 4.5 years, or like I'm literally playing since the beginning. It's just obnoxious that you cannot spend the arena medals on anything, basically. So I'll just show you what's the scenario here for me. I have 90k arena medals and literally nothing to spend on because you can't buy the gears. My characters are maxed, and even for newer players it doesn't make sense at all, because at the end of the day you don't have the characters which are worthy enough in arena. Like this is a good arena season. Batman Ninja Catwoman is definitely a worthy arena character, but most of the characters in the arena store specifically I'm mentioning because of this arena medals. Like you can see here, for most of the characters that are there, it's max for me, and this has no refresh. And ideally I feel there should be legendary characters being put here, and for the same, I mean, instead of 50 medals you could go for even 100 medals, 200 medals, even that is fine. But this ridiculous number of arena medals, it's just sitting there doing literally nothing. So that's my second point here. This doesn't make sense at all in Injustice 2 Mobile. So now let's jump into the League Store, and in the League Store we are going to see some issues as well. So while this loads up, let me jump back to home and directly jump into the League Store. And this is obviously another issue, the ridiculous amount of loading time. Okay, that was fast for now, but usually it takes quite a lot of time to load. So let's go into the League Store, and the third point is with respect to, let me just jump in while this loads up, and basically you guys kind of get the drift about what doesn't make sense, and that is, again, you can see the number of credits I have for leagues, right? 164k league credits, and a couple of points here to the League Store. I mean, a couple of points here in respect to the 5 points that I was mentioning. So the first point is the refreshes of the characters. Again, the characters are not refreshed at all from the beginning. It's there, it's just there, and at the end of the day, these characters you would tend to max out. King of Atlantis Aquaman being there is fine. I mean, because the new players are coming in and they need to get King of Atlantis Aquaman. If they are joining a new league, they would be able to get King of Atlantis Aquaman. But other than that, the other characters, they need to add in more characters. So now you're seeing the characters. Like I said, it's a ridiculous amount of time it takes to load, and most of them are max for me, like all of them rather, not most of them. But here definitely there needs to be refresh in characters, and I believe again legendary characters should kind of come in. It doesn't make sense at all to have only these 6 set of characters being there here. And let's look at the XP capsules. And this is the most irritating thing. Like I have a lot of XP capsules left. Like I can buy literally a lot of XP capsules with the league credits. Like I mentioned, league credits being so high doesn't make sense at all as well. But this is the most irritating thing. You do a get now, you buy it one by one for 20 times. That means you have to click for the 5 different times at 100 times with this ridiculous amount of loading time. Guys, it doesn't make sense at all. So there should be a slider similar to something that we have for, you know, like upgrading the special abilities. It's not a very difficult thing to do from a new user interface perspective, from a programming perspective. Like I am a programmer myself, it's not a very difficult thing to do at all. And given they still don't have it, this is just outrightly ridiculous is what I would say. So let's move on to the next point. So I've covered 4 points here, which doesn't make sense at all. And the other thing is also actually with respect to this league area also, and that is, let's see if this loads up fast. I'm gonna wait, literally stay quiet and wait. Okay, that did load up. I mean, like loading times are pretty ridiculous, like I mentioned. And the other thing that I would mention here again in the league What am I saying? Not leg. In the league section is the donation of shards. And with respect to donation of shards, I'm fine with the 10 shards being donated. I mean, it still could increase to 20 maybe. But the thing that I'm not fine about is, like, in a way, it makes profit for Netherlands studios. And that is, you cannot request shards for characters which are not unlocked. It makes sense for Netherlands. It doesn't make sense for players at all, because the ideal purpose to have shards being exchanged is to get a character, right? Is to get a character upgraded, is to get a character, like the one which you don't have at all, get help from the people. They are already spending thousands of dollars to get get the shards, and if they are, like feeling altruistic, they're just going to give out the shards. It's just up to them at the end of the day. So limiting that functionality in the first place is something that I definitely feel is not a good idea. So like for me, for example, like I cannot request shards of Suicide Squad Enchantress because that character is not unlocked, and the other ones I can request. But at the end of the day, I feel like definitely there should be a way to request for the characters which are not unlocked. And this cap that is there of only 10 shards, it doesn't make a lot of sense. With respect to shards, there's another point. I'm kind of combining it in my fifth point, and that is so much extra amount of shards, even after, like 7-starring a character. Like, I'm going to show you guys how many shards I have of 2 of the most legendary characters in the game. So take your pick while this kind of loads up. Take your pick, guys. Take your pick. All right, so we are gonna look at the most legendary amount of shards that I have in my roster. So let's look at my roster here, and let's jump into things. You guys guessed it, right? Which is the most legendary character with a lot of legendary amount of shards? Yep, at gear 60 though. It's at gear 60 or 70, I don't recall. It's at gear 60, I think.
Swamp Thing.
Oh, one at 70. So look at the amount of shards here, guys. Look at the amount of shards. I don't know whether you guys are able to see this because probably my camera is here. All right, so it has 8,675 shards, which doesn't make sense at all. So at the end of the day, having so many shards will not make sense at all is what I feel. And there should be a way to transfer this shards into like class shards so that you can use it into characters that you have not upgraded, and possibly even legendary shards, so that like you can like substitute 20 gold shards or 30 gold shards for say 5 legendary shards, and that would be amazing. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you guys got some context, and see, the purpose of making this video, like I mentioned at the end of the day, is to spread awareness, and so that if the developer kind of sees it, they're aware of what's actually going on with their game. And I don't know whether they care about it or not, but I felt like I should make this video because a lot of things actually don't make sense in Injustice 2 Mobile. So with that being said, this concludes for this video, and thanks for watching. If you haven't liked or subscribed yet, please do it. It just helps out the channel. And thanks for watching. This is your boy, the Average Gamer 98 over here, signing off. You guys take care, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Peace.